Are you chasing money or are you chasing purpose? Really think about that. This video is going to be a raw and uncut video. I want you to pause for a second and really think about this question. Am I chasing money or am I chasing purpose? If you clicked on this video, you might be battling with the fact of, I don't know, I'm unsure. I feel like I'm chasing money, but I want to chase purpose, and I want to ultimately make a decision to chase my purpose. If this is you, this video is for you, and I encourage you to stick around for its entirety. Here on this channel, we put purpose first, but I tell you, it's hard putting purpose first. We are going to get into that a little bit later here in the video. The sole purpose of this video is for us to talk through the different characteristics and for you to identify if you are chasing money and if you're chasing purpose. If you sit back and you realize that, dang, like, Terry, like, I've been chasing money all my life. Money has been at the forefront of everything I do. I'll tell you though, it's not unusual, right? That's just how the world is designed, and I don't want you to feel bad about it, because I was there too as well. Money being at the forefront of everything, and it's okay because traditionally that's how the world is set up. We are conditioned from early on, right? Early on as a child, you're encouraged to dream. You're encouraged to children are asked, what is it that you really want to do, or what do you want to be when you grow up? But let's be honest, once you become of a certain age, that goes out the window. That dreaming and that purpose-driven life goes out of the window. Once you become of a certain age, it's okay, what are you going to do? I know me personally, it was, of course, I went to college. After I graduated from college, the world is literally designed to be motivated by money and success. It's like money and titles, right? So I went to college. After college, you would think the very first thing somebody asks you once somebody is informed of somebody is graduating from college, you personally have done this probably too as well. It's like the next thing you ask this person is, okay, so where are you going to work? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what is it? Very seldomly do you want to hear an answer of somebody saying, you know, I'm really led, or I'm really passionate about this. I'm taking time to figure it out. What is it I really want to do? No, you're looking for more of a concrete answer. Where are you going to work? What company is this? Like, what line of work is this? And this was me, right? This was me after graduating college in 2013. I had secured a job in corporate finance right out of college, 2013. I went, and I can honestly say my sole purpose at the time was money. I didn't really have an interest in finance, but it's like, okay, you're graduating from school. What is it that you are about to do? And I got a job. I got a job in investment management, and I was there for 6 years. But it was there that I had made the most money I had ever made in my life. It was there that I was completely financial secure. It was there that I started investing into the stock market. It was there that I learned all these things that were beneficial for my life, but it still wasn't enough. It was there that I still felt like something is missing. It was there that I still felt like I wasn't personally fulfilled. And if this is you, this may be something that you're experiencing as well. You're wondering, like, okay, why doesn't it feel like I'm fulfilled? Why doesn't it feel like I've reached that, ultimate level of happiness? Like, what is missing, right? What is missing? I felt like something was missing. I felt like I could not stay without me. I knew when I was at corporate America for 6 years, I knew I was called to do more. That was the very beginning of me knowing that there's a purpose that's in me, that I had a itch to figure out what that was. So I mustered up the courage to jump, right? A lot of people will not do this, but I did. In 2019, I jumped into entrepreneurship. I sure did. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance on me. Some people probably thought, like, Terry, you're absolutely crazy. Like, why in the world would you leave this good paying job, benefits, 401k plan, all these things that made you secure? Why are you doing this? I jumped and I left, y'all, because I knew it was something bigger. I knew there was something bigger. Fast forward, right? This was in 2019. We all know in 2020, pandemic hit, right? No one prepared for the pandemic. There's absolutely no way we could prepare for this. And ultimately, I lost everything. everything. I lost everything as a result, right? As a result of being a new entrepreneur, as a result of not having everything figured out. I lost everything as a result of making, mistakes. I lost everything. But looking back, all that happened on purpose and for purpose. I can honestly say, here it is, 2024. All that happened on purpose and in purpose. Losing everything was a start of what I personally had to go through. It was a start of my personal transformation. It was a start of God preparing me for where I'm going. I haven't arrived yet, but it's still, right? It was still the start of me personally transforming. So it was during this time that I developed a deeper relationship with God. It was during this time that I intentionally began to seek what my true purpose was. Not being led by money, not being led by business, right? Not being led by anything, but really seeking, why is it that Terry's still here? And if you're watching this, I know deep down inside, you sit there and ask yourself, like, okay, what is it? What is my thing, right? What is my gift? What is it that I am supposed to bring into the world? What am I supposed to leave behind? And if you ask yourself this, you and I are alike. I can tell you and I are alike. You're not alone in your thinking. Absolutely, you are not alone in your thinking at all. Looking back too, I realized there was a lot I had to lose. I had to lose everything. I had to lose everything for God to prepare me. I had to lose everything for God to make room. I had to lose everything for me to let go of the fact that Terry never always has it figured out. Like, up until that point of me losing everything, I never had went through anything that tests me enough to like solely depend on God. I never had went through anything that made me deepen my relationship. I always had the bag. I always had the money. I had the nice car. I had everything where I just felt like I was like self-sufficient, right? I never had put myself in a place where I wasn't or I didn't have it. So I had to go through those experiences. I had to figure out and personally firsthand experience what that is like to lose everything, and for me to depend on God, and for me to appreciate where God then had took me from to where I am now. When we think about it, when I tell you I went through a life transformation or self-transformation period from being solely motivated by money and my sole purpose was chasing money to then transitioning into wanting to solely chase purpose, right? I can't come on here and tell you that life doesn't happen. You still have to have money to live. You still have to have money to literally survive, right? Life has a way. I realize life has a way, even when you have a desire to go after your purpose, life has a way to throw experiences and things in your way to pull you back into survival mode. When you begin to like let go of that mindset of just chasing money, let go of that mindset of just wanting to get a paycheck just to get by, letting go of that mindset of I'm just going to stick at this job for however many years because this is all I know and I feel like this is what everybody around me is doing and this is what I'm supposed to do, knowing that you aren't personally fulfilled, but this is just the way of life. Life has a way of pulling you back into traditionalism. Life has a way of pulling you back into being comfortable. Life has a way of pulling you back into being conditioned with what 85% of the world has said is the right way. Life has a way to pull you back for you to then again lose sight of purpose. The sole purpose of this channel, right? I want to provide a place. I want to provide a place where believers can come together. Like if you feel like you were designed and destined to do more, this is the place for you. This is a place where you can identify your true purpose, right? So you and I can reach the ultimate level of happiness so we can leave our marks on the world. But how are we going to do that if we continue to keep ourselves stuck in survival mode? If we continue to keep ourselves stuck into having money at the forefront of everything? If we continue to continuously chase money solely without identifying what we were created to do? Ultimately, what does that lead to, right? Think about it. What does that lead to? And you may be wondering, okay, Terry, you told me you started out chasing money. You left. You took a jab at entrepreneurship. That failed. You lost everything. So bring me up to speed. So where are you currently? Currently, I would probably describe what I am. It's like it's in hybrid. It's in hybrid. I'm right now working a contract role. I'm doing what I have to do to take care of the everyday necessities that I have in life. So I'm doing that, but while I'm still operating in my purpose. I'm still showing up. I'm still creating content. I'm still making YouTube videos to encourage others. I'm still encouraging others to identify your true purpose. As I said earlier, that's the sole purpose of this channel. My purpose is to encourage you to identify your true purpose so we together can reach that ultimate level of happiness and for us to leave our marks on the world. So what do I do on those days when I get discouraged, on those days when I feel like the responsibilities of the day-to-day life, when I feel like the responsibilities or when work has become stressful, or when I get extremely frustrated because it feels like, oh my goodness, I'm having to just do this for money, I then realize, like, Terry, show yourself grace, right? You're not just solely focused on doing this contract role. You're not stuck here. Like, you know for a fact this isn't the end. I've identified that this isn't the end for me. My job isn't the end all be all. I know that for a fact. It is not what I was created to do. It's a stepping stone to allow me to live a fulfilling life within my purpose. And I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with the fact that some days I might be frustrated, but I'm okay with the fact of and being grateful and appreciative of those moments, right? I'm appreciative of not being solely focused and set on being in survival mode. So if you don't take anything else from this video, y'all, please remember this. Please say this out loud to yourself. Please ingrain it in your mind, ingrain it in your heart, write it down, put it on a piece of paper, put it on your desk, put it in your car, put it in your room, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it somewhere. But every day, every morning, I want you to say, my purpose cannot be bought. My purpose cannot be bought. And if you believe that genuinely my purpose cannot be bought, what does that mean? That means that it doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter what type of job you're on right now. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. If you 100% agree that your purpose cannot be bought, and you're going to do everything in your power not to get stuck in survival mode, but you're going to work towards identifying what you're created to do, then you know for a fact that your purpose cannot be bought. But what is the mindset of someone chasing money compared to someone chasing purpose? What's the different mindset? What are those different characteristics? What is the difference? What does that look like? So let's talk about it. So in survival mode, you solely chase money. In survival mode, it's all about getting to the bag. In survival mode, these bills got to get paid. In survival mode, I got to take care of my kids. I got to take care of everything. In survival mode, there's no place to dream. In survival mode, I got to get it by any means necessary. In survival mode, I'll step on the next person so I can level myself up so I can get more money. That's survival mode. And survival mode is cutthroat, because in survival mode, your sole purpose is driven by money. And in survival mode creates competition. Survival modes create competition because at that point, if you haven't identified your true gifts, your true talents, what God has placed inside of you to set you apart, to make you different from the next man or woman, in survival mode, you're grouping yourself with the next person, with the next employee, right? Everybody looks alike. Everybody is fighting for the spot at the job, right? Everybody is fighting for that particular title at the job. Everybody has this coveted role. In survival mode, it's money, right? It's money. It's I'm going to beat you. I'm going to race you. I'm going to get this. But if we sit back and think about it, right? If everybody took themselves out of survival mode, if everybody took the time to breathe and say, how can I get out of survival mode and transition into chasing purpose? Like, what is that? What is the difference? What is the benefit? What is that, right? Think about it. While in survival mode, are you truly happy? While in survival mode, do you wake up genuinely happy? Are you happy that you potentially have to step on the next person that you might care about just to get to somewhere else, just to make a little bit more extra money? Think about it. Are you happy with that? Or if you truly have a desire to cancel out all competition, if you truly have a desire to live a fulfilling life, if you truly have a desire to leave your mark on the world by utilizing your gifts, your talents, what was placed inside of you, and cancel out all competition, because at that point, it's you against you. At that point, once you begin to truly seek true purpose, right? Begin to think about what makes you unique. What is it that is so special about you that no one else can do? What is it about you that you think about every night that wakes you up out of your sleep and say, goodness, if I could make money doing this, I would really be happy. If I could do this all day, I would really be happy. If I could make a difference this way and still make money doing this, I would really be happy. That's when we transition into fulfillment, right? Purpose ultimately brings fulfillment. And oftentimes I like to sit back and I analyze the world. I think about a lot. I don't think like normal, right? Society and things like that. At first, years ago, I used to think that something was wrong with me because I didn't think like everyone else. Like my desire was different. Like I didn't have the desire for it to be everything just to be according to what everybody else was doing. Like I just thought that everybody has their own unique path and everybody has their own unique given purpose and why they're here. And I think about how much happier the world would be if everyone literally had that opportunity in that time to figure out, get themselves out of survival mode. And instead of being in survival mode, instead of having their purpose be bought, right? And just sitting there and like wasting valuable time and wasting valuable years being unhappy for so many years. What if everybody had the opportunity to live out our purpose? How much happier would the world be? I feel like that should be our goal. I don't know if I could start a movement, but it could start with me. I don't know. Like, I don't know where my videos will go. I don't know who they will reach. If you made it this far, it has reached you. So hopefully I've said something in this video that has been helpful to you. If we could come together and we can get as many people as we can out of survival mode, out of just chasing money, and truly live a fulfilled life on purpose, the desire to live on purpose, and put purpose at the forefront of everything, and money being the byproduct, it'll be a beautiful thing. And I sit there and think about how different the world would be if that were the case. I don't know about you, but I enjoy hearing stories of people that might have had to start out, in survival mode. They might have started out in survival mode, but then the success stories of someone that started out in survival mode and now they are making a great living, doing the thing that they enjoy doing the things that they love. And you can tell we're talking to somebody, right? If you talk to somebody on a day-to-day basis, family, friend, or whoever, if you talk to somebody traditionally that may be stuck in survival mode and are just going along to get along in a job, to take care of necessities, our conversations are different. I know me, as I told you, being at the job that I'm in right now, sometimes I'm frustrated. And if you're like me, sometimes you're probably frustrated because it's like, I desire so much more for my life, and you probably desire so much more for your life as well. And just the overall mundane, the overall monotonous, the overall routine of the job, or it just doesn't feel like it's it. If you get me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. If you get what I'm saying, like, it just feels like it's too routine, it's too monotonous, it's too, I don't even know how else to explain it, but it just doesn't feel like that's it. And honestly, I know for a fact that I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop showing up. I'm not going to stop creating a platform and a space for like-minded people like myself to come together, for me to share my experiences, for me to continuously encourage you that don't stop, right? Don't stop until you ultimately reach that level of fulfillment where you've identified your purpose and you are on the verge to leaving your mark on the world. Each and every one of us can leave our mark. And I know one day I am going to make an honest living. This is going to be a testament. One day I'm going to make an honest living based on my purpose. One day you're going to make an honest living within your purpose. I want you to remember, as I told you before, the sole thing I want you to remember is to tell to yourself, my purpose cannot be bought. Do what you have to do for now, but don't stop working on building a life to do what you were created to do on purpose. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for tuning in. If you made it this far, more than likely that means you like me, and I absolutely like you as well. consider giving the video a thumbs up. Also, drop a comment below. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the Terry Tribe. We're catching a major vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video. Let's go.